Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the series Soul Alchemy with Ali. I am dropping in a little earlier than I anticipated because I was getting this ping about December 1, about the 1 and the 12. And it's interesting because, as you will know from my last video, that I was feeling that sequence of moving from 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 and the 12-12. But something was just nagging at me about the 1st of December. And so I wanted to just share with you some of the pieces that were coming through for me. And I would love to hear what you're feeling in resonance maybe with this, or what you're tapping into, and how maybe we can kind of co-create and weave this together. So of course, as always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but let me know in the comments what you're feeling and what you're tapping into. But it felt like a threshold frequency, and it was so interesting to me because I have been feeling that arc through the death and rebirth in a particular way and connecting with that in a particular way, but this felt different to that again. It is like it's just a vibrational doorway. It's not like an event as part of the arc of death and rebirth renewal. It is just an opening, an opening. And they were telling me that being the first of the 12th, and you know, as I touched on last video, the ones and the twos and the combination of that and standalone have been very prevalent for me through my entire spiritual awakening, but particularly over the last 5 years, that they really do guide me and are a synchronicity, a confirmation, validation of the different stages that I'm at, and what it's kind of like my guides inform me or remind me or give me the nudge through those numbers. So I feel like there is something here about the seeding of the new, of the seeding. And I'll be honest, it's throwing me a little bit because I already had felt into 12-12, and I already had felt into the transmission that I believed was in alignment for me. And I still do, But this is where we're really seeing the transition from the dismantling or the collapse I'm feeling, the dismantling and the collapsing, and really allowing the rebuilding. I don't even know if it is just seeding or the rebuilding of that new architecture for the year ahead. So that's really interesting. I'm tuning in as I'm sharing this with you. So bear with me. This is me. This is what you get. These are definitely not curated in any way. I'm just sharing what's on my heart, what's coming in the field for me, and what I'm experiencing. So I appreciate you joining me on this journey and helping me navigate through. But it's interesting to reflect on, because I know that, you know, a lot of us don't necessarily feel like the 1st of January or even February, March. I think some people feel like April is when the year really starts. But what I'm being shown for me right now, so let me know if this resonates or not, is that this is opening, this 1st of December through the 12-12 is opening the new architecture for 2026. Because when we think about the one, we know that that is new beginnings, it's emergence, it's that initiation of remembrance, and where we're really have that awakening, remembering the understanding of the source, the sovereignty, the divinity that we are within this body. And we have the 12, which for me is very much about the stabilization, the foundation. It can be that code of divine union, because I do feel a lot of that symbolic of divine feminine, divine masculine coming to union. And, you know, we're seeing a lot more of that trinity with the divine child. So 1 and 2 equaling 3. anchoring of divine union. So it is supporting us to release more of the doing and more about the allowing of our being, the allowing of the new harmonic or the new personal octave to open within us. I'm seeing this like a white lotus that is opening up in a golden field of light in your heart space, our heart space. I'm seeing this open up like a white lotus in a golden field in the heart space. Opening into the golden white pillar within. And I hear somewhat clairaudiently, there is a song, there is like a harmonic note. And they're saying, even if you cannot hear anything, open and allow yourself to receive, and allow, like when you listen to music, how that flows through your being. Allow the resonance of that harmonic and that frequency. This light is feeling like a deeper alignment, a recalibration of your personal grid and architecture. So we've dropped right into an activation, my friends. So please pause if you do not feel that you're resonant with this, or that you do not want to receive. Please know I honor your discernment and your sovereignty. But if you are willing to and wish to receive, continue with me. Feel that descending through the field. Feel it moving through your chakra column, particularly the solar plexus. There's a clearing of residual timelines here. A softening and a widening of your pillar of presence within your physical body. Oh, and what I'm understanding now is that was not a white lotus, that was the white flame. So strengthening your connection to the living flame within your heart. Breathe in and breathe out and feel that white flame, the Holy of Holies, burning brightly in the temple of your heart. This is a really gentle shift that is occurring, that is, you might not even be feeling anything right now, but you are almost just being shifted into the I don't want to say higher, because that doesn't feel resonant, but you're being shifted into the most aligned timeline for you now. You're being gently shifted into that next evolutionary cycle. So you might be in a state of deeper remembrance today, coming back to yourself in your divine truth and innocence. And so this means, my friend, that you might have been or are questioning who you are, questioning why you're here, questioning, like I'm hearing, like, what's the point? What's the point of this? And this is a really significant, integral part of your remembering cycle, your evolutionary cycle as a soul, a spirit, a divine being having a physical experience. Because part of the timeline that you're leaving behind, or timelines, are old identities. Old identities. Who you thought you were supposed to be, who you thought you were. And so that can be very confronting. That can feel like, well, what does this all mean? Because maybe too, you are remembering who you are, and it's like, I don't want to be here on this physical plane. I don't want to be in this heavy, dense human body. Because you're returning to your origin frequency, to the you before this lifetime, before the density, before the roles. But you're also remembering that you chose to be here in this body and in this experience, in this incarnation, at this pivotal time on the planet. You're returning to your first light. And so why the first is important is because there's something about that being the anchor point. Because what you feel into, who you are, how you speak to yourself, how you speak out, how you transmit, is coming now from your true signature, your true essence, not the learned identity. So it's coming back into, as we spoke about in the last transmission, the quiet presence, the quiet power, the soft and quiet presence and power. Allowing that to rise within you. This is beyond, I feel like this is even opening up my awareness to a new a part of the cycle, because it's beyond rebirth and reconciliation. This feels like revelation. This feels like revelation. It's revealing this to you. You are being in your revelation. Ishani kato seko oto shikatiana sot osha, sot osha, sot osha. So this might be creating a timeline pivot, adjustment, as I said, like moving into a new timeline. There's a dissolving of the outdated identities, the karmic loops, the subconscious loops. Bringing it to the heart, breathing to the heart, feeling that in the heart, a reorientation toward heart-led transformation, heart, soul-led living. And this is shifting away from, we have to suffer to grow, or that old template of suffering, that the human experience was one of suffering. And allowing growth to equal clarity, clarity to equal growth. So hold space for this reset, this revelation and reset. Speak or share or write or be something that you are embodying. And it could be simple, I am clarity embodied. Anchor that holy of holy white flame, the white gold flame, in your heart. Hold it in your hands. Breathe it. Because this is a deeper clarity of the new beginning, the renewal, the rebirth. This is revelation, resurrection. Embodied devotion, embodied sovereign expression. Ia no ko sokoshia na ise no ko shayatia no ko sham otai. Just see or feel yourself sitting in a pyramid of white and gold light with a star type light at the top of the pyramid that is flowing into the pyramid. To allow the consecration across mind, body, heart, and soul. Simply breathing and receiving, breathing and allowing. And what I'm hearing is a sequence of key codes that has been coming forward a lot, which is receive, reclaim, restore. Receive, reclaim, restore. So you are invited to sit with this for as long as you feel you need, or come back and receive this again. Feeling it in your heart, holding it in your heart, being it from your heart. And that might feel a little uncomfortable because you're being stretched open a little, expanded as that beautiful white gold flame, the holy flame, is being reclaimed and restored by you. In this embodied devotion of your original essence, your original light. And this doesn't just happen on the 1st. So if you're seeing this and it's not the 1st of December, please don't even think about it, just receive. Because this goes beyond the time, the space, the linear sense. But this is just opening up that doorway. It's opening up the doorway for you to embody your original light, your original essence, and to start to bring that into that 12 energy, that pillar of stability, of foundation, as we build on this embodied sovereign expression, as we're building this momentum through the month of December into 2026. Remembering we're leaving the year of the snake and we're moving into the year of the horse, which is action, which is momentum, expression. So you are preparing, my friends. You are preparing and building that foundation, and we will continue to do that through the 1212 portal. So keep an eye out for that Soul Alchemy with Ali series video as we keep building on that and we walk this way together. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. We close this transmission, sealing in a field of unified light and love to allow this to support your integration for as long as is needed across time and space. And so it is. Until next time, my friends, much love.